All right, I think we're live now. I am trying a new streaming setup to see if we can get a little bit more stability. So we'll see how it goes. I have not been impressed as of late, but this looks promising. So I got most of my OBS set back up. I am going to back that up now. I'm gonna save off its configuration files. I figured out how to do that. So that was good. Let's see. All right. What should we do today? I have two things that are high on my priority and a third that's low on my priority. The third I'm probably going to stream tonight. So yeah, third will probably stream tonight. My things that I'd like to look at today, high priorities here. I have a kubeadm. Actually, we worked on this. This was the last one. There's been more work done to it. I broke it into separate pull requests, and then the community asked for them to be put into commits in the same pull request. So we're going to do that today. And I need to add one more commit to do a few final updates to get it all okie dokie. That's one thing on my list. Then the other thing is running some machine learning inside Kubernetes using Kubeflow. We'll be doing that. And let's see. I just actually closed that connection. I need to add that to my DNS. Actually, I'm pretty sure it is in my DNS, but just not what it should be in my DNS. Okay, what was I going to do here? Oh, let's make sure everything is up that we need over today's activities. Holy crap, that's way more than what we need. I guess I left those running. I usually don't do that. It's a waste of electricity. And I pay for electricity, so. All right, let's go ahead and helps if you spell the commands correctly. We can then go ahead and get rid of the workers. Worker 1, 0, and 1. And the LB. LB 0. All right, that looks much better. Let's see. We need to list all. All right, so these are shut off. Do we have SLES 15 SP1? We need that one too. Oh. I didn't do SLES, I did SLE. SLE. Give me that SLE 15 SP1. Beautiful. All right. so these are going to be our GPU control planes. This one's like half setup, maybe closer than half. Yeah, half setup. This one's not set up at all. This one's probably going to be the one that takes the most work. Actually, probably shouldn't be too bad because I'm going to cheat. Yes, I am. Oh yeah. I'm going to cheat for the sleeve because the registration code I registered with also gives me the Kubernetes packages. So yeah. All right, and then as far as our pull requests go, let's get out of here and get out of here and actually spell it correctly. Spelling is hard. I think this is universal crossed. Across all languages, the universal language problem is spelling. It is for me, at least. All right. Let's think here. Man, after a long day of work, sometimes I have a hard time. Actually, I find that from 11 p.m. to midnight, I'm like hyper productive in that 1 hour, if I'm still awake at that 1 hour. I have hours of productivity that are far outscale others. I should probably stream from 11 to midnight. There we go. We need to look at our branches. So let's. Nope. This is a disaster. All right, what we need to do is I think we can abandon this branch altogether. I think we can abandon it. I think we're going to go and jump on this. I think. Think. I think this is correct. Let's jump on that branch. We are rebasing on apply data, but we can abandon that. This was breaking it into separate pull requests for each commit. So we're just going to go to this. All right, cool. Actually, we really should set get up to not page. I don't like it paging there. It should only page if it's over a page long. That's my general rule of thumb. But I always forget the command. So actually, let's look that up right now since we're doing this. And actually, okay, while we're at it, 1 second. This has been annoying me. This says Firefox, and recently I have switched everything to using Chromium. So let's change that really quickly. Oh wait, we can't here. And let's change that to. Oops. Did I pass it? No, it's right here. All right. Let's change this to. Oh crap! I'd have to know how to spell Chromium. That's my guess right now. Let's go find out. Okay. I told you. Spelling. Sweet goodness. Okay, so this is SSH. We can get rid of this tab. This will now be Chromium. Actually, let's kill this. Nothing on there. Nothing on 3. We'll restart i3. I've never restarted i3 on stream. Hopefully that doesn't kill anything. Seems to be fine. All right, so let's go ahead and Chromium. Look at that. Now it's accurate. I don't actually know what we're going to look up though. Nope. I don't remember now. I got sidetracked on renaming it Chromium. All right, well, we got it named to Chromium, so that's first pet peeve down. Let's change this to the right branch. I copied and pasted Chromium, so we're going to have to do the branch command again. I think this is the right branch. Apply phases, enforce requirements, clean. Yeah, let's, I think that's correct. We'll do this. Get rebase abort. I don't like leaving the branch in a weird state. That's, I mean, it's Git, so you're always leaving it in a weird state, but. Let's check this log. All right. Yeah, this looks right. I actually made a mistake here. Super mistake. We actually did 2 things in this commit. We need to break it out into a third commit. So we need to go clean that up, remove it. And that will be the first thing. And then we can do a little bit of extra stuff. So let's go get that. What I did. Oh. Man, it's not going to be very easy to remove. Maybe it's not worth it, and I just say sorry and see if they don't realize. Oh, we'll go check. We'll go check. Nope, not test. Another thing we need to do for this is to start writing some tests. Everybody's favorite thing, but this is our upgrade logic, and we probably should have some tests. Actually, if we weren't under time pressure, we should have written tests beforehand, and then the problem was the code wasn't testable. And so, yeah. Yeah. Oh. We need apply. So this is looking good. It should be apply data because we changed it to phases. That's right. Okay, Go returns doesn't support auto importing missing imports when using Go modules yet. Please update the format tool setting to Go imports. Don't click any of those buttons just yet. I switched to all of those, and it was a disaster. Straight disaster. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I haven't tried Golang for Kubernetes. Golang was really hard to install on Linux. I don't know. Maybe that was just me, but actually I didn't check if it had a snap. 1 second. Go snap, sudo snap install. Let's just search first for Golang. It has a snap. All right. Well, we'll install it. I have a license to it. a license I don't use. It worked well on, it's probably going to require Classic. I'm calling that. Because it file system and everything, it definitely would have need. All right. Well, I guess we didn't have to watch that. I got a little sidetracked. I'm pretty sure I think I scorched the milk in my coffee, the cream. It was a little slimy. Not great. All right. All right. What we were going to remove is not here. Do 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 do. It is. You know, I could get some tunes going. I had is where are let me see. I need to find some tunes that I'm allowed to play on stream. Oh, well, whatever. I'll have to look up that later. All right, so we need to go into apply. Is apply in here? Oh, wait, we're not in command. We need to go to command. All right, so under upgrade, forgot it's in its own. All right, what we did, the mistake we made. Let's find all uses of this reference, which should be one place exactly. It will expand to a second place in the future, in the near future. All right, yep, right here. The mistake we, wait. This is used also only in one place. In this file. All right, here we go. We did this, and this accidentally got squashed because I'm very accustomed to squashing commits. And this got squashed into the commit. These add-on tasks used to be part of the perform post upgrade task, and we just need to move them back into it. So can I just see? I want to pin this. There we go. And then go to definition here. This is so stupid. I really don't feel like doing it. But we'll do it. We are going to, oops, pin this too. I like that it it lets you open it and then close it, but sometimes I actually wanted them open. Yeah. All right. So slide that back in here and put this back in there. Just like that. We'll have to re-include the includes here. I think most of these overlap with what was already included, so let's see. Errors, yes. API machinery errors, yes. V1 meta 1 errors. I think this is new. Yes. 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 Yeah. No. Okay. So these are new, the ones we need. Do we need proxy? I think we don't have proxy. Yeah. All right. So those are our imports. That should clean that up. Right there. Back that up, and then we will delete this file. You know what we won't do? We won't delete this file. We're just going to move it off into our file system because it's already done. Might be easier from the command line. Let's do that. Open in terminal. All right. Wait, what did I click on? Oh, yeah. All right. Let's see. This is the add-ons. So we want to cp add-ons. And we'll move that to... That doesn't exist, so let's make that first. So thanks for joining. If you were in a little bit late, we have two things that we can do. So I'm letting you vote on whatever you want to work on. We either are doing what we're doing right now, which is prepping a PR for submission. There were some changes that needed to be done for the upstream Kubernetes project to accept it. We have that, which is more code base. Or we have, I need to set up a GPU cluster to do some machine learning on. And so it's going to be Kubernetes with, we'll probably do Kubeflow in the Kubernetes cluster to manage the pipelines. And so we have setting that up. So it's really up for you guys to pick whatever you guys like to see. I need to do both of these today. And then if I get both adequately completed, tonight I'm going to do a short stream with Rust because my Rust project has been falling behind because I've been kind of busy. And so when this stream is done, I'm going to go hang out with the kids and then I'll be back to do the Rust. So sorry, the Rust will be kind of late for those of you in Europe, but all right. So after that explanation, okay, let's move this, make our and then we can cp add-ons to the tempter. All right, cool. And now we can remove that file. Awesome. And we will We just need to verify. We'll have to run Bazel because of imports changing. Bazel will have to run. Bazel is a nightmare. Bazel was supposed to be different, or Basil. I don't know. Bazel. It's probably Basil, because who would name it Basil? I'm guessing Basil, but it was supposed to be different. I'm not so sure. Not so sure. And I mean, to be fair, my only experience is through Kubernetes, and Kubernetes as a project is probably like how not to make a project 101. But I don't know that I'll like see I deleted one file. And if we didn't have this bash script that updated the Bazel, I would have had to change 3 different files. Ugh, this feels rough. Let's see. See these? And I think part of it is that Bazel wasn't made to really build Go. I mean, they're both Google projects, so I would have hoped so. But it's more of a C++ tool, and I think that it does better with C++ projects. Well, I mean, better as in like it's not as bad as CMake, but yeah. Oh, CMake! Don't get me started on CMake. Okay. Let's go ahead and build this. When make is your language's tool of choice for projects, it means that your language forgot to include that. All right. Uh-oh, we already have a problem. Oh. Yeah, of course you're not on it. I deleted the file. It does not like that I deleted it without its knowledge. You're drunk. Visual Studio Code. All right, what should we do? Well, we wait on that. We can start looking at. Let's do that. We can start looking at the machine learning nodes. I really need to put this in my DNS. All right, so I have the 2 started. This one, I think we're right on the precipice of being able to do kubeadm. Actually, let's go ahead and just run kubeadm and see what it complains about. So that's our GPU. I know that its name is GQUC. The Q is a mistake, but it's in stone now. In the DNS and everything, it's GPU. But its domain name might be GQUC. We should check that out. Did I say .ubuntu.com, .merrick.com? Is that how we did it? I forget its name. Let's all right. What is it called? It is that is what it is. Did I misspell it? I might have misspelled it. GPG. Okay, oh, I'm all over the place today. GPUC Ubuntu. All over the place. That is unacceptable. All right. So, do we even have kubeadm? I don't think we do. We do. So, this is kubeadm. This is the tool that we're going to be using to stand up a cluster on the Ubuntu nodes. It's not what we're going to be using on the SLES nodes. So, let's see. On SLES, we're kind of using Ubuntu kubeadm. We're going to use a tool that uses kubeadm underneath to do it. Let's see. We can do init. I think there's dry run. So what we want to do is a dry run. Just see if it's ready to do it. So this is the first one, and this is where it's going to. We want to run the pre-flight checks only. Pre-flight. Let's do that. I just want to execute the pre-flight checks. So let's do kubeadm init phase pre-flight. All right. All right, so we're having problems with these. Probably because we didn't install them through a package. Okay, so let's make sure we get those and get those configured. Right, pre-flight checks, warning, service Docker service is not enabled. Really? All right. I know we installed it. Done. All right. What was the next thing? Docker. Detected C groups FS as the Docker C group driver. The recommend driver is systemd. Please follow that. Oh, swap is running. This doesn't really matter on the control plane nodes. Unless you're running workloads on the control plane nodes, you don't really have to worry about swap on the control plane nodes. How kubeadm sets it up, the kubelet is running. You don't even have to run the kubelet on the control plane nodes. This is not as big of a deal on the control plane nodes, which is what we're working on. So, but we'll do it. Sudo swap off -a. Is that correct? I think that is. I'm a little impressed with myself, remembering that off the top of my head. I have to do this more often than I like. So, all right. I don't remember off the top of my head to check and verify that it's actually off. Let's run the pre-flight again. Oh, sweet. It's pre-pulling the Docker images. Cool. We'll need to check and get Docker switched over to... Oh, we installed Docker wrong. That's what it is. I would bet $10 on it. I'm not a rich person. Not a rich person, but $10 that the problem with this is that Ubuntu probably installed Docker through Snap, which you can't do because it itself is in a container, which is weird. How would we check whether it's installed via Snap? I don't know that much about Snap. Let's see. I don't know that much about Ubuntu. Other than I do like Snap. Snap is pretty awesome. Although I like Flatpak better, Snap is more supported. Let's see. How to check if Snap installed a package. Okay. That's probably going to be as helpful as the internet. All right, find info, install list. Let's do list. That actually did not. What did it? Okay, I thought it was going to list the things it's installed. All these things look. I would have expected this out of info. What does info give us? Maybe I will need the online help. Oh, the info on a snap. Okay. I guess that at least makes more sense than list. Actually, let's do help on list. Ooh. I don't understand. How could this, do I have to do this? Or literally, okay, let's get, let's, uh, the list command displays a summary of snaps installed in the current system. I know I have other snaps installed on this system because oh, maybe I don't actually. Never mind. This isn't a VM. We might not have anything installed. Okay, never mind. This actually might be doing it. I was thinking we were on the base Ubuntu system that's my computer runs off of, which I know has some snaps installed. All right, never mind. Forget that I said anything. We're moving on. Okay, so we probably have sudo apt. Don't know apt that well either. Show docker.io. All right. Does this say if we've installed it? Let's try the list. Oh, that was a bad idea. Oops. It detected that it was getting piped. Okay. Does this say that I have installed Docker? I'm going to say yes. All right. Let's look at switching it over to systemd. I've never done this. All right. So it looks like we installed that Docker the right way. This is still complaining. All right, we can pre-pull. Actually, let's go ahead and start pre-pulling. This might take my stream down, just a warning. I have a problem with anytime I use Docker heavily, my stream dying a little bit. All right, well, let's actually first do this. I've never done this, so we're gonna have to look this up. I'm not a Linux admin. If there is anybody watching that is, yeah, let's do this. Oh, look. Installs of Docker still use C groups FS, and most of the supported user base on the system D systems, which change the defaults and update instructions. Are there instructions? Cool. Okay. We're on, yeah, Ubuntu. Okay. Install Docker. This is what we did. I don't think this is exactly what we did. We installed docker.io. Maybe we should have done this. Let's. We'll just try to jump to this. We'll assume that, oh, they're doing Docker CE. I think we'll be fine. Let's just do this. This should be fine. And we're not going to pre-pull those images. Of course we have to run with sudo. Wait. How dare you deny me? The file doesn't exist. Why doesn't like this? I don't understand. Did we jump past? Let's see. This is installing Docker. It's just installing Docker. This should be fine. All right. Well, we'll do it the hard way. We'll do it with Vim. I guess I was missing something up here, but all right. So let's call. We already have a Docker service, so that should be fine. Let's just restart. That's not what I meant to do at all. All right, now let's see. Let's see what kubeadm pre-flight. 1 second. No, phases. Pre-flight. Let's see. Oh, phases. I think it's init. What? Oh, phase, not phases. My bad. And there we go. We have updated it. So those instructions worked fairly flawlessly. That was not too painful. Let's actually go back and look at what that was doing. Let's see. It was just, I have done something like this when I was a Windows developer, just setting which group it used or what driver it used. So this is not a big deal or very uncommon. All right, so let's go ahead and kick off these pre-pool images. It looks like, oh, we cannot validate kube proxy config. Let's look up this. Let's look this up. I haven't seen this before. How to get a certificate key when what? What? Ooh, let's look at this. All right, on the master node. Ooh, actually, we do need to look at that host name. What is that host name? Oh, good. That host name is beautiful. Just what we wanted. All right. Let's see. Host name. Nope. Nothing we need here. Run the command below to configure the Kubernetes package repository. We might actually want this. Actually, we'll need this then. Oops. One second. I definitely copied more than I... Oh, I did not. There we go. I think I got it. All right. Ah. All right. Sweet goodness. Ugh. Ugh. I didn't get the S, but that'll be okay. That's skill. This would have been... the very first time we were looking, we did not find this repository because, yeah, we already did swap off. I remembered that command from memory. All right, install kubeadm. We already got kubeadm. Okay. So we're good. We now have the package repository. All right. Now it's time to pick a CNI networking plugin for kubeadm. Well, for Kubernetes. I think we'll be using... I think we'll use Calico because I think it's the easiest. Yep, Calico. We could do Cilium or not Flannel. Don't use Flannel. Or WeaveNet. I think Calico is the easiest. Yes. Okay. So we will pass this. This is what I wanted to look up. We need to pass which CIDR Calico is going to use. One second. They might have said that up here. All right. And we want initializing a Oh, we don't actually. We want a single control plane. That's right. We're not making a high availability here. All right. Are there any other kubeadm init commands that we want to run? Let's check it out. My typing today. All right, so let's actually start making out this command. All right, so we want to put the pod network CIDR. We're running the whole workflow. We don't need anything special except to make sure that we work set up Calico. Are there any extra flags? API server. It's fine to use the default network interface. So this would be important if you had like a internal and external network interface and you wanted to supply one for one, and the advertised address on one NIC and the other one on the other. Let's see, API bind port. Yep, the 6443. No reason not to use that. API server certs. No, this is fine. Cry socket string. Nope. We shouldn't have any pre-flight checkers. This all looks good. All right, I'm going to warn you that when we go ahead to do this, it's going to pull some images. And when it does pull images, it has a tendency to make my internet slightly unstable. And so the stream might go in and out. I apologize for that if it does. I can't help it. It's not actually running on my computer. It's just my internet. Total bandwidth. Oh, no. Oh, these are going to be errors? Oh, no. Oh, we didn't run it with sudo. This was easy. Easy. This should run a little while, but we have this that failed for us. So we can go ahead and fix this while this is running. And we'll just ping pong for right now, back between this. So this is our PR that we are working on for the kubeadm project, the tool that we're using right here to create our control plane. All right. Sorry, I just bumped the microphone. I'm also breathing into the microphone. If that's a pleasant sound or not, I don't know. What was the problem? What was the problem? Sometimes this gives the clearest output, and then other times I struggle. Oh, wait. I think it's right here. No go files in. Wait, this is the problem? Oh, there's an include directory. We're including it. All right. So in apply.go, we included the file. That's the problem. In apply.go, I believe this includes it. And what path? Yeah, add-ons. Add-ons. This one. All right. Fix that. Yeah, it should be cached. This should run a little bit faster. And now we have our master node. Let's copy this out. We'll put it in here because we'll probably do a lot of the cube stuff from this one. So we'll do this. So this is your kube config file. Whoops. This is your kube config file. But I'll probably copy it back to my base computer too. Up. All right, there we go. I did not mean to do that. Thankfully, clear doesn't really clear everything. Let's see, you should now deploy a pod network on the cluster. That's right. We need to deploy this one. We had it up here. Yep, this right here. This is going to deploy Calico for us. Boom. It's not quite ready yet. It won't be ready until Calico is up and running. That's just how it does what it does. So this is what I was talking about. It's not going to schedule them on control plane nodes. You can untaint them so that they will. All right. As soon as this says it's ready, we can... Oh, there it is. There it is. Now we have to just do the worker node. Okay. Okay. I gotta stretch. Oh, that came on unexpected. Alrighty. Let's check on this. Oh, it exited again. Undefined add-ons. Oh. I screwed up. This is my fault right here. I forgot to remove this. That was my fault. It is all my fault. I'm the only one that can touch this keyboard. All right, so that should fix that problem. This is ready for joining. We do have a worker node. It should be up and running. So let's see if we can't SSH to it. We're going to leave this control plane node open. This would be gpuw.ubuntu. Yes. Cool. Now we just need to add its repository. Let's go ahead and check here. This should change here soon. Okay, so I'm going to run and get another drink really quickly. I ran out, and by really quickly, actually what I'll do is I'll run up, get it started, because it takes a little while to make the cup of coffee, and then I'll run back down, and you guys can watch this code run, and I'll be right back. All right, I got some water. Oh, wow. I couldn't have done better timing than that. And it was a successful build. So maybe I just need to leave whenever we go to build. That's my takeaway. I should just walk away. All right, cool. So we've got this. We can make a commit. We'll make the commit, and then we'll make all the new changes that we wanted to add to the next commit. I love interactive rebase. If you're wondering what F is the exact same as squash. It just says that I don't want to keep the commit. I don't want to change the commit messages. I just want to keep the commit message for this commit. So, anyways, when I'm making a commit that I'm planning on squashing, you can do it that way. Beautiful. Now we can go make our changes, make the new commit, and it will be all very good. Hey, thanks for joining. How are you? Yeah, sometimes I have commitment issues with Git. Git causes me a lot of commitment issues. I definitely not the best Git master. There are some people that really impress me with their Git command line abilities. I know enough to get by and do like pretty much the standard stuff. And then, every once in a while you just nuke the repository and do a clean pull. I feel like that's part of my Git workflow. All right, so this, if you're just joining, we're fixing up a pull request to the kubeadm project. While we're doing that, because sometimes there's long-running processes, we're still working on our GPU cluster. So this is our control plane node for our Ubuntu cluster. So we're making 2 GPU clusters, one Ubuntu and one SUSE Enterprise Linux SLUZ. So it's basically OpenSUSE Leap Server Edition. So we're working on the Ubuntu one today, and we got the control plane running. It's up and running. We are using the Calico CNI. And yeah, so we just now need to do it with the worker here. And I found this. This was interesting because I went through and had a painful time trying to find all of the. And this guy there's actually a repository. I couldn't find this when we first did it. There's actually a repository for Kubernetes. The Kubernetes packages, which is exactly what I wanted. So on the control plane, we went through like building them ourselves. So all right, so Docker is installed. We'll have to update Docker to this. So we'll do this. What this is it's changing the default C group driver to systemd. That's all it's doing. Actually, let me just copy. How are you doing today? How's the stream quality? So I have been struggling with the stream for the last couple of days, and I'm sorry, I'm working on it. I don't know if it's my internet or, but let me know how that's going for you. Hopefully it's a little bit better. I had a couple really rough days. I had rough days. My internet had rough days. There were some bad days. All right, so that's all we need to do there. And then we can just add this repository. Actually, if you guys want this, I'll throw this in chat. Okay. Is there a certain aspect that I'm asking about? Aspect as far as okay, so what I am looking at doing is there's been some issues running machine learning workflows on non-Docker based Kubernetes clusters. Some of this is on Kubeflow, some of this, but I'm investigating those problems in general. So what I'm doing is, and again, I'm not big on Ubuntu here, but I'm setting up a Docker based one on Ubuntu to see the differences and trying to mirror that on what we're going to set up is a cryo based a cryo based cluster. And then after that, we're going to run some machine learning. So for the stream, we have some ML projects that we need to run anyways. So we're going to set up the workflows through Kubeflow, and then we're going to set it up with the Kubeflow pipelines. So whenever we make a process, we'll have a pipeline all set up to run our ML projects, and then we'll use it for stream. I also plan on making some pull requests to Kubeflow itself that supports ML pipelines on Kubernetes clusters. So I'm going to try to help bring it up to 116. It has some problems with 116. It runs on it, but it needs some help. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I got sidetracked. Okay, we just did this. Did we do that? Yeah. Okay. So now we should. Oh, we do need to turn swap off. Fun story. I don't actually know how to turn swap on. I'm assuming there's a swap on. I never turned swap on. Sweet. There's a swap on. All right. Just as easy as swap off. I kind of would have expected it to be the same command, like swap dash. Maybe it is. Nope. Anyways. Random sidetrack there. Sorry. And we should be able to run kubeadm now, or install kubeadm. So generally on this stream, I do a couple things. We commit to upstream repositories. We do some open source code. So that's what this is right now. And we explore the technologies and get better at them, hopefully. And sometimes I mix my job with it because I support Kubernetes clusters. So it's good for me. Okay. Let's see. What are we doing here? Let's run kubeadm sudo kubeadm. I'm just doing dash help to make sure it's installed, but we can do init phase pre-flight. And what pre-flight's going to do is we're running a single phase out of the init phases, and pre-flight's going to go through and check your system to see if it's all ready to be set up. Let's see. Invalid. Oh, okay. So good. Invalid value, GPU worker 0. That's because it's lowercase characters and dashes, but not underscores. So we're going to have to change our workers. It should also match our DNS, which I don't think it does right now. Our DNS should be GPU W - Ubuntu, I think. Oh, dude, I need to get my CKA cert as well. Did you join for Thursday? I apologize. I was having problems Thursday, so if you didn't catch the stream, I did upload it to YouTube. We actually got a worker node connected, and all the hard way. So, anyways, I will be continuing to produce the YouTube videos of doing that. They lag behind a couple of weeks, but I should release one of those each weekend. But anyways, yeah, it was a good stream. It was about an hour and a half long. The last section was an hour because the first section was like 2 15-minute sections as the stream decided to be stupid. All right, so can we need to set the host name. I think that Ubuntu, we can do host name. Let's see. I think that this won't work, but we're going to try it. We're going to call it GPUW - Ubuntu. Now, in theory, we can call reboot here. If you do it this way, you also need to go to etc host and change it here. I don't think this will work. And the reason is cloud in it. But let's do it anyways and see if it works. I want to, one of the ways I'm going to prep for the CKA, I love double purposing things. I am going to make YouTube videos on preparing for your CKA. That's on my list of videos to make. So I figure if I teach the material, I have to know it really well. So, and I've had fun making some of those videos. So, all right, we should be able to. We're gonna have to change these domains. These domains should be like this: GPUW - Ubuntu.com. I screwed it up here, but the domains are easy to fix. Oh, dude, check this out. Wait, did that, 1 second. Yeah. I got a free mug with my training. I do like my free couple $100 mug. It is good training and probably better than you'll get on my YouTube channel, or at least more complete. They paid somebody to go over a lot of stuff. Maybe in a couple of years, my YouTube channel will have that much stuff, but not right now. All right. Did we? Yeah, we're back in. Hey, it worked. Never mind. So the reason Cloud Init will actually control this sometimes, and I tried to make sure that I didn't have it dictating it. So all you have to do is make sure that Cloud Init doesn't rewrite the host name. So we're good. We should be able to rerun pre-flight phases. All right, we have a warning. Oh, okay. We do need to enable the Docker service. And start it. So enable, it will start it on boot. All right. I thought I did swap off. I could have swore that. Don't tell me we had a fstab partition. Let's see if it thinks swap is off now. So I found sometimes if you turn swap off when it's actively using swap, it won't have actually turned swap off, and you have to go and delete the fstab partition and mess with stuff. And anyways. Sometimes you can just reboot and do swap off again. All right, and we are doing the pre-pull images. So it looks good. We passed our pre-flight checks. Now, oh, you know what? Did we delete that? Hopefully we didn't. All right, this is what we need. Sweet. Because it has our discovery token. So this discovery token is only good for 24 hours, I think, for kubeadm, if I remember off the top of my head when we had the discussion like a year ago. Discovery token is good for like 24 hours. After that, you'll have to regenerate a new one. So it just so happens. All right. This looks good. Oh, I forgot sudo. There we go. Yeah, I like supporting the Linux Foundation. So, all right. So while that's going, let's get back to our pull request. Well, not really a pull request yet. We need to go back and add this in. Oh, no. Add this back in here. Add the add-ons back in. Beautiful. All right. And then we need to copy our add-ons file back in here. So we're going to copy add-ons to here. All right. So what we're doing here is in the apply, we're breaking out the add-ons from the perform post upgrade tasks. So let's check this out. Can it find it? Yes, it can. This is the new file. And this means that we need to delete this stuff from this file. So we don't need this anymore. This is a function that's purely used in here. And we don't need these. These are the add-ons. So when you upgrade your cluster, this is a post-upgrade task, is upgrading some of your add-ons. This is actually why we're doing this cleanup, because you couldn't actually not do these. And so if you ran with a different add-on. So you didn't use kubeproxy or core DNS. This would then install core DNS and kubeproxy and brick your cluster. So we can remove that from there. Post upgrade is unhappy because now we don't need these. You know what? I made a mistake in the previous commit. I did not run go format. So always run go format on your Go files. All right. Let's see. What did? Oh, I do need to run go format. I think we're done. After we run go format Bazel update, I think this commit is done, and then we can actually work on some of the next commit. So, whoops. We actually didn't need to change tabs. All right, so this actually should be our complete cluster now. So if we go over here and do git nodes, sweet, it's ready. So we have our first GPU cluster, and we can start adding on the stuff for machine learning. The worker or the control plane node is actually running here in KVM. So that's this one right here. And the worker node is actually a bare metal machine. And you ask, why is it a bare metal machine? And why didn't I do it all in KVM? And the problem is I don't have a machine with 2 graphics cards. So if we do ls PCI here, you'll let's do this grep PGA. You'll notice that there is only 1 graphics card. Why do you need 2 graphics cards, you might ask? In KVM, it turns out, to pass through graphics to your VMs, your base machine has to have its own graphics card. It doesn't share one of them, and it will only pass through the second one. So this machine, the one that's going to do our machine learning, couldn't do it. This is not a very good card. This is a couple $100 card. It's okay. I have a machine that we don't have right now. I'm working on it. It's in a data center. I have access to one with 2 Teslas and a dedicated graphics card. So we'll be setting up KVM on it and making our cluster in KVM on the one single machine, because the machine will use the onboard graphics, and then it will pass through both Teslas to the. They're not the best high-end Teslas, but they're like $3,000 or $4,000 cards. I think it's the V100s. So anyways, that's I just got access to them and now the problem that I have is my access can only be through the VPN, which has to be on my work laptop. So I have to tunnel. I got to get set up so that I can do it on stream, which will be fun. But until then, we're doing it on these, which have. This is an okay graphics card. The K2200s they're fine. All right. Right. Yeah, bro, you're derpy. That's exactly right. Yes. You are correct. So, anyways, that's why it's kind of set up weird. Usually I do everything in KVM. This is actually running on these are pretty good servers. They're not bad. But I would actually run KVM on this server if it wasn't for the fact that it only has 1 GPU. And my good KVM machine, I don't even count it as 1 GPU because it's so bad It's a great machine for KVM, but it is so bad. Let's do IP ls. All right, check this out. Well, like, what the crap is that even? I can tell you that it has only a VGA port, and it can only produce a resolution of like 800 by 600, and it has like 5 colors. We're not talking about 5 million or anything like that. I mean like 5 colors. I don't know that this actually counts as a graphics card. It's the bare minimum. It's a great KVM host. It has a lot of CPUs and memory, but whew. Okay. Anyways, that's sorry for the side rant there. That is why we're doing it the way it is. This is not in KVM, and that's why it's not using Cloud in it. I was going to say, when we change the worker name, every time I do it in a VM, it uses KVM to do its thing. But this is an actual piece of hardware, so that's why Cloud Init did not overwrite it, and we didn't have to go tell Cloud Init to stop being stupid. All right, so we have our control plane. Let's get this PR finished. All right. We updated Bazel, which is the majority of this. Let's run hack. Let's see, hack update go format. So yeah, these are files to help you run go format on the entire project. Yeah, I am actually pretty excited to go and play with that. It's a pretty nice machine. It's running a new EPYC processor. Actually, the processor isn't that great. It's one of the cheaper EPYC processors. So like, I actually think, yeah, the processor isn't anything to write home about, but it's a pretty nice machine, and I can't wait to. What I really can't wait to do is run our machine learning things on this one, and then see how long they take on like some real machine learning graphics cards. See the difference it takes. I mean, this is a good graphics card. I don't know, new, they're probably $600-700, but yeah, they're not designed specifically. Floating point math, I think, is one of the things, which isn't huge in machine learning, but that's one of the difference. All right, let's go ahead and try to build this actually. But yeah, work wouldn't send that machine to my house for me, so they're going to keep it in their data center. So that, that kind of sucks. Actually, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't want it in my house. The power consumption that machine probably makes. I already am stingy and shut down my servers, so they're also kind of loud. All right, I'm going to run up and get the coffee that I made and another glass of water while this runs. Last time I walked away while code was compiling, it built perfectly. So I'll be right back. Pretty much. Pretty much. Look, it's still compiling. All right. I thought we were past the age of like it's still compiling, and this is, anyways. Yeah, I'm glad that it's not in my basement. I kind of want. I'm in my basement, but there's no other places for these servers to be. I kind of wish there was. It's okay. All right. So while that is compiling, we can look at. Okay, so again, this is not a way to run a. Oh no, guys, I made a mistake. This is not going to work. We're going to go ahead and try it because we already went through and made it. But it's not going to work. What do we want to do with a Kubernetes cluster before I have to destroy it? Because we might as well do it with this one, because I will have to destroy it. What? All right. Yeah. Any requests with this cluster? I'll show you why this is a mistake. We're going to be using this. It is the machine learning toolkit for Kubernetes. All right, and we're going to be using it with TensorFlow and Jupyter Notebook. So this works out perfectly. And we're going to use kubeflow pipelines. This is the really nice part. So what's the problem? Well, let's go over to the documentation here and getting started. Installing kubeflow. Linux deployment guide. They do not make this very easy. Oh, Kubernetes installation, sorry. I actually want to see that. Oh, look, it doesn't even support 116. So I've actually been looking through the documentation, and most what I found is that 116 will probably work now. Let's we can look at that. Everything. Well, not this. Let's see. I was looking through their issues. And so this is another thing we're going to do on stream is we are going to make, I do want a 116 cluster because we're going to help bring support for kubeflow on 116. But all the issues have been closed. So actually look at that. I have thumbs up this. Yeah, API version for deployments. This I've already seen cleaned up. The stateful sets maybe is a problem that we can look into. And so this is the other thing is it looks like at this point the only problems are the GCP and AWS. So bare metal might actually work because a lot of the cleanups outside of those have already been done. So I just don't think it's going to work on 117. But we're going to try anyways, and we're going to destroy the cluster. So anything else you want to do with the cluster before I destroy it? All right. Let's install kubeflow. I have done this once, but we'll take it slow and we'll go through the documentation. So I don't know why we do this. Let's do, yes, on an existing cluster. Follow this. All right, we have 4 CPUs, we have 50 gigs of storage, and we have 12 gigabytes of memory. Let's verify that, but that is true. So we have 12 cores, 126 gigs of memory, and we can look at storage, but we have 500 gigs. So we meet those requirements. The recommended is 114. Woo! Does not work on 116, so my hopes of 117 working. And I'm actually pretty sure 116 does work at this point. But all of their CI is on GCP, so if it's not on GCP, it will. All right. So they can't say that it works on 116 until they're and GCP doesn't work. So this config creates a vanilla deployment of. All right. This is an Istio vendor maintain. We don't want a vendor maintain, so we want a community maintain. All right. Before you start, this requires default storage class with dynamic volume provisioners. Let's see what those are. Field of your default storage class definition. If you don't have a provisioner, ensure that you have configured volume provisioning in your Kubernetes cluster, as mentioned below. Let's prepare an environment. Download this. All right, unpack the tarball. All right, so this is dynamic volume provisioning. The best way to, it's dynamic volume provisioning. It's just basically provides an API for storage class for your Kubernetes cluster. I think is the easiest way to say it and most accurate. Yeah, so let's go ahead and make it. Let's see. We're not in. Let's see. Built-in behavior. All right. So this is the admission controller. Let's go back to here. We already download. Oh no, we didn't do this. My bad. I guess we'll do this on the control plane. Wait, we didn't download it. I think I opened the page to download it. Here we go. Here we go. My bad. I forgot to download it. I got talking again. I'm sorry. All right, that's in our downloads. So to avoid opening another terminal. Oh, this worked. We're going to exit out of here. And we're going to CP into our downloads. What was the name on that? All right, so it's Kubeflow KF. So we're going to SCP KF2. That was GPUC ubuntu.merrick.com. We'll do that at home Merrick. kfctl.tar.gz. Could not read. Wait. Did I misdo it? What? gpu.ubuntu.merrick.com. Oh. All right. This is inconsistencies. Always be consistent. I struggle with that, I guess. All right. And now we have that on our machine. Perfect. Go back to the documentation. All right, and the next was to untar this. I don't have this on there. All right. Let's go on. All right, create environment variables to make deployments process easier. All right, we're going to, oh no, oh dear. So just put it right here. Yeah. I'm also going to have to chmod that. Oops. All right, so we'll do this. This is okay. Let's not do this. Even though we're burning this down, I don't. Let's do this. I've got to keep some semblance of sanity here. I probably won't reinstall the OS anyways. We'll just kind of reset the machine. I should have taken a snapshot right before I did the join. Whoops. All right. Now we'll do their path, and it will be a little bit more sane. All right. Let's see. What should we name it? Doesn't really matter. It won't work. It will not work. That's what we're naming it. All right. Set the path of a base directory where you want to store one or more Kubeflow deployments. For example. All right. It doesn't matter for this one. We're gonna be a little bit more picky the next time that we go through this. We'll just do this for the time being. Mainly because this is just has no hope of working. This is interesting. So thinking through this, I'm on the control plane node. This will be deployed on the worker node. I shouldn't have to set this up on the worker node. This should just be for the deployment, configuring how it's configuring. Never mind. Okay. And this, we can copy and paste this whole thing. Let's just make sure that that parsed out correctly. I get nervous. It will not work. Yeah. I mean, let's do this. I don't like having the double forward slash. It probably won't cause any problems, but I don't like leaving things to probably. Config URI. Okay, so this is fine. So this is the configuration file. Again, in the future, we'll probably make our own. This isn't going to work, and it's really just we should use the default when we're experimenting anyways. So All right, some notes. I tried to explain those already. Set up and deploy kube. All right, let's see. We already made this directory. Oh, okay. Never mind. We didn't make this directory. But we can copy and paste now. All right. So this is where I was kind of thinking this should be on the worker node because correct me if I'm wrong, but if it's here, it's not going to have access to the file system here. Maybe we should update the documentation, but I don't know. We'll see. We will see. We will see. All right. Where did it fail to write config? Oh, wait. Urgh. There we go. Couldn't download. What? What? That doesn't even look like a 117 error. Oh, wait. Here we go. This is a manifest error. So we didn't even get to where I thought it would die. Well, that was not as exciting as I was hoping. So if you're wondering why we're having problem and just joining, there was somebody here who was just kind of going through the motions. And we installed 117. They have problems supporting 116. Well, crap. That didn't even get as far as I thought it was going to. All right, well, let's get to our code because that at least could be somewhat successful today. Oh man, I thought it was closer in my history. I always get sucked into the trap of thinking it's close in my history, and then just I'm like, oh well, it must be just one more up because I've already gone so far, and then I'm sitting there for 10 minutes, and I could have just typed it. All right. All right. We built it. It built fine, so we're good on that part. Let's run our hacks. I need to get better with it. So, Rary Derpy, I have to admit, and you probably already know, prior to about a year and a half ago, I was a Windows developer. This is obviously why, yeah. So I am not as good at all things Linux as everybody else is. I know. I feel like I've betrayed everybody. I basically have betrayed everybody. So I'm doing penance by doing all committing to some open source projects, but I didn't actually have a whole lot of choice. I know everybody has more choice than they like to claim that they have. I'm not a software engineer by college by any means. Chemistry major and math and physics minors. So I went and worked as a chemical engineer and hated my life for a while. And so to get my first job as a software engineer, I made an Android app, a really crappy Android. I'm super embarrassed about it. Golang will take a little while to run. And use that to get a job. And so, I mean, no Linux people are going to accept me based off of the fact that I wrote a crappy Android app. And so I had to kind of get a Windows job. And that's pretty much my story. And so then I worked that job for 5 years. And then I got hired on to work for OpenSUSE. So trying to do the open source. Yeah, I'm really trying to do the open source, make that work, and I'm trying to help the community a bit. So this annoys me. I think we can salvage this. I think that we can salvage this. So the problem is we're going to have... how do we salvage this? I'm going to have to think on salvaging this. Oh, cool. You are probably a way better... I'm not a system admin. I'm a software developer. So forgive me when I make mistakes. You system admins are way above my skill. Grepping history? Psh, I barely know what history is. or grep, please. Please. I just learned like 2 weeks ago that that ls did more than just directories. You can also like ls your PCI. Super cool. Didn't know that before. Like 2 weeks ago. So yeah, I learned a lot on this stream actually because we do all Linux, all open source stuff. So it's a lot of learning. I learn a lot. So while this is running, let me look over the code. Tonight I'm going to be doing the Rust segment. Anybody that likes programming in Rust, it's less system admin and more programming, hacking. I'm really behind on the project, so we're going to kick it into full gear. Oh yeah, hands-on experience. Actually just doing is the absolute best that I've ever gotten. I have a hard time just learning from what people say. So sometimes watching videos works okay for me. I know I use Visual Studio Code. For you Linux admins, you're probably dying a little bit inside. This is a really big project, and I know I've been over this, but I'm still not that good with Kubernetes code base. And so this actually makes exploring it a whole lot easier than trying to Vim around in it. And I've only had experience with Vim for about a year. So my Vim ability is, let's see, not great. I have made my my Vim look very beautiful. Not that not that that helps anything at all. It just looks very beautiful. Check it out. Look at all that beauty. Now, the one thing I love here is all these numbers here. I say I like it. I'm not sure how useful it is. I'm debating about getting rid of all line numbers because it's already written down here. Or just getting rid of this one. I don't know, but I was pretty happy. I have pimped out my Vim. So, again, probably not really helpful. And it only works like half the time because like I SSH into a lot of machines and most of the time they don't have all my configurations. So kind of sucks. At least I don't get stuck in Vim. Sorry, this runs forever. I don't know what this does. This takes longer than actually compiling the stupid code. I know, that's what I'm saying. If I have to stare at something for a long period of time, it might as well be beautiful. So. Yes. Yep, that's pretty much it. Just restart the computer. There's no help in it. You got into Vim. That was your bad. At this point, you just need to restart and accept that you made a mistake. Don't do that again. Okay, so I've actually never been stuck in Vim because when I started using Linux, I actually it was like I started researching how to use Vim, so I had at least a minor understanding before I got into a Vim session. I did get stuck in Nano. It's supposed to be easier or something like Nano. Yeah, whatever. It's some other terminal code editing garbage. And for all of you that like it, I got stuck in it, and it was humiliating. It was like Control Q or something to get out of it. Yeah, it had all of them, but it had like C with the it was like this, and it was supposed to be simple. But it had something like this. How was I supposed to know that was Control Q? I don't know. Yeah. I saw it. I did not get Control Q out of that. Like I said, it was embarrassing. Especially because when I found it, I was like, oh, it's literally just literally just Control Q. I didn't reboot my machine though. I did know what I was in. Actually, I didn't know it was Nano, which made the Googling a little bit harder. Yeah. God, it's still running. I don't always run this, and it has bit me in the derriere. So I try to run it, but it can take forever. Okay, so Brody Derpy, you and I need to get our CKA before the end of June, so the 1st of July. That's my goal. I'll have to start doing some more of the CKA prep. Yeah, I've been doing more like DevOps, system ops stuff recently, so I've been needing to practice and get better at some of it. Oh yeah, coffee time is super important. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been focusing on is DevOps. I mean, at my current job, we make tools for DevOps, so it's like I'm developing for DevOps. So I don't really know what I'm doing because I write a lot of code, but it's mostly for DevOps or automating it. What? Okay, data.go. Comment on exporting data or type apply data should be of the form apply data ... I don't know what I have just hit. It makes me angry though, because I'm going to have to rerun golint, and it's going to take as long as it did again. And sorry, I keep breathing into the microphone. I hope this pop filter is taking some of that out. Wait, where was this in? Upgrade apply data, yeah. Wait. App command, phases, upgrade, apply data. Oh, I think it's complaining because I misnamed the interface. That's a really confusing. Let's see. Oh, comment on explorer type apply should be of the form apply data with the comment. So okay, I was not understanding it, but it is clear. They're saying it should be apply data with the rest of the comment. I got it. And now we can run it again. All right, so we need like a drinking game. That would be way too much coffee, and I don't really drink alcohol. For every time we run this. Yeah, I know. It's great. So I know a decent amount. I struggle more with the system ops. So like the DevOps, I'm fairly competent with. I helped a little bit with my old companies. I say fairly competent. I understand how Kubernetes works and those things from a software standpoint, from a system admin standpoint. That's where I struggle a lot more, and that just comes from I've literally only done Linux for a year and a couple months, and so yeah, you know, my knowledge on systemd is how to use it, but it's a year old, so. And I mean, I do a lot of developing still, so like it's not like I've spent a year doing uh doing system ops, so yeah, I that's why I like learning here on the stream. And all right, so I am going to, let's see, what time is it? What time? All right. Let's see. I am going to in about an hour close the stream, go hang out with the family, and then I'll be back for our Rust thing. So not quite an hour, probably like another half hour. Hopefully we can get this PR going. We can actually look at the code. We can't change anything while it's running. I did that once and it gets funky because it actually is going one file at a time. And so it hasn't taken a snapshot of all the code, so it would pick up something. So anyways, and we need to make a commit if everything is okay. So we're cleaning up the upgrade apply. Let's see. Okay, pre-flight. So this is our new stuff. Run pre-flight checks. This is our enforced requirements, and this is all good. Let's go where this is. Not implementations, go to references. All right, so the other thing that we need to do is we need to give this a full once over and see if there's any way we can clean this all up one more step. So, no, not definition. This is the definition. So we have our phases and we're trying to clean it up so that we can write tests on it. We should actually try to go through the different functions used in here and see if we can write some tests. We might have to fake out some data to do that. So this is our apply run. We've got our data. This is good. Our apply data. I don't really know. We have our add-ons pulled out, which was good from the upgrade tests. This is its own phase. This is its own phase. Actually, let's pull that document up. 1 second, I gotta do this off stream to make sure I don't have any sensitive documents. Docs. I don't think I do. Absolutely not. I'll just pull that up on stream. All right, good. So we need kubeadm upgrade. These are the phases that we decided we were going to support. We broke out the add-on phase. This is the post-upgrade phase, which is in its one, the control plane phase, and the pre-flight. So I think we're fine. We should just do a once-over to make sure. Yeah, because now we have our pre-flight right here. These kind of live outside the phases, and that's fine. And then we have our control plane, post-upgrade, add-on. So I think we've refactored this beautifully. All the other refactors will happen when they're doing these. And yeah. So yeah, we have control plane, pre-flight, prompt for configuration, post-upgrade phases, and add-on phases. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So Bro Derpy, you should be proud of me. I'm using i3. Just 1 year into Linux, and I'm using i3. I'm actually really liking it, and I'm trying to use everything with the keyboard. I know I use the mouse quite a bit. That's bad Windows habits, but I'm getting better. Like a disease, the mouse is. Ugh, I really hate this. All right. Cool. And then as soon as this is done, then the only thing we can do is possibly look for. I don't know that we can do any tests here. This is pretty straightforward and just using other functions. And these aren't functions that we made. We just kind of. So I don't know that we can really test this either, because this depends on these being tested. And really, in theory, you could say that these should be dependency injected. This new apply data is the thing that is dependency injecting everything else down the pipeline. At least that's the goal. Not what I meant to do. So yeah, this is getting all the dependencies that everything else uses. We could look at making a fake apply data to run to some of these pre-flight checks, though. That is possible. But this was really just a cleanup of some of the other stuff, and I don't know. It's really hard to write unit tests for system ops stuff. That's what I'm finding, at least, because it's like all of this is okay. This already has unit tests written for it. This enforce requirements is checking information on the system. So like the all those pre-flight checks that you saw run. That's what it's doing, and that's why it requires this. So like it's just checking your system, and in a unit test, you don't have a system, or I mean, it's running on any system in theory. So you can integration test these, but unit tests, and we have upgrade integration tests, but unit tests just don't really work. The validate version we do have unit tests for. We have integration tests for these because it's those upgrade logic. Yeah, we have integration tests for those. I don't know. This is another thing. I don't know how we would unit test it. I don't have an idea at this point. You could say that we could mock all this stuff out. But then I would say that it's not really doing its job if we mocked it all out. And then this is pulling images. How I don't know how you test that. Yeah, I don't know that we can do anything with that. So let's talk about something until this finishes. Oh well, that was a fast talk. Good talk. Good talk. All right, everybody, write in your favorite language, and if it's Perl, exclude yourself from writing in your favorite language. I just biased everybody to write Perl. All right, so just a quick check. In this one we added the addons.go, which means we remove from post upgrade and apply. Oh, we fixed the comment. This is really Okay, this is what we're doing. This should actually be in the comment or the PR before this one. So what we're going to do is we don't want to commit all of these things. Did I just add all? Oh man, I just added all of them. Git, and now you guys are experiencing the bleeding edge of my Git command line experience. Before, about a year ago, I always used SourceTree as a GUI client. I know, shame on me for using a UI. Oh, sweet. Okay, so what is your favorite language that you use? It's probably Perl since you're a systems guy, because I don't know, it seems like every systems person that I talk to uses Perl. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you have to say that what gets you paid has to kind of be your favorite. um, you like Python? What is your? I find Python to be a very polarizing. Like, there are very few people that are just like, ah, it's fine. They either love it or they hate it. And what do you? I guess I think Python comes down to what people want out of it, what they use it for. I write usually a lot of really big software, and I don't like it for that. But like scripting stuff, I think it really is good at. Get I can wait. Did I not actually remove these? Oh no, I didn't. I thought my git rm removed them. Did I? Did I? What? I want to remove them from the index. Oh, do I have to tell it to cache it? Okay, and that was not what I wanted to do. The crap? Oh. I'm an idiot. Alright, that was stupid. Alright. I want to remove these from the commit. What I did was the wrong way. Okay, I thought it was RM. Remove. I thought. I don't know. I guess I thought wrong. Oh, okay. I mean, we can just reset. Do I have to pass it head? Do I have to do this? I would assume that. Or can I just reset one? No, I don't know. Doesn't matter. All right. Oh wait, the one we should have just done head. That was not exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to just do head, but oh well. Whatevs. Let's see. We wanted to add. This is actually now super annoying. All right. I wasn't thinking when I did that. Because now we squashed it down into one commit. And we're back to what we did the first time. How do we want to can we do the git 1 second. I can think of I forgot that. What is it? Is it ref? That was ref log, but I don't use it very often. No, those are easy, whatever. I did it with soft. I can't believe that I did that without thinking. Oh well, my bad. Well, now we get to do it again. Because I'm an idiot. All right. All right. Well, what we need to do is we need to separate out the two commits again. And this time we can fix the first one in the first place. Problem is here. We don't want this. Nope. Because of that, we can delete that. All right. I'm going to be really good at this. We'll fix that, which is good. Pre-flight checks. And then we need to delete this file. That's in, where is that file? Phases, upgrade, apply. Where is it? Oh, let's undo. It's in app phase. Oh, it's in app phases. App phases. Oh, no. I mean, we don't have to include that. All right. Then over in pre-flight, when it comes down to running, oh, 1 second. Let's add this back and go here. Oh, I actually want to go to definition. What? Yes, you can. Go to definition. Don't fail me. I don't know why I'm doing it again. But it worked that time. This is insanity and just how it works. Okay. This is the file that we want to delete. Want to delete it. Delete permanently. We already have it saved, so that's fine. Now we can go back here and delete this. Like that. You know what? We deleted it before actually adding it here. So that was kind of dumb. We'll have to go get that data from somewhere else, from the source file. Oh, and I removed the add-ons, which was stupid. It's this one. All right. That should update that. All right. Now we need to go and add the checks back here. In post upgrade. And we're going to need to go get those. Let's just open this file up. Oh, we're going to have to copy this whole thing. Okay. Let's do that over. Can we just open file here? Open file. No, 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 not there. Not there. We can. We will just extract this from here and add it back here. And we'll add this back there. Can't believe I did that. All right. If you want to know that you know something well, try to stream it. Because I don't know. I'm not very good at it, I guess. Or not sure. I do know that streaming it makes it so much harder to do anything. Right, post upgrade. I'm missing one concept. Yeah, it kind of makes you feel like you're under pressure, even though probably anybody that wouldn't actually care. Eat one meta one. But you know, it makes you feel that way at least. Or like I feel like in real world scenarios, I feel more apt to being like, oh, I don't know, something. And then you feel like or when I don't know, you have a brain fart and do something stupid, and then you're standard. You're just like, oh, I did something stupid. Let's move on. And then when people are watching, you're like, ah, I did something stupid, and 5 people watched me do it. Luckily, I don't. Not very many people watch me, so it's usually minimal impact. I'm not sure why it says these are deleted. Because that shouldn't have been in the first commit. That's not in this commit. I've screwed something up. Oh, well, they're not added. One second, let's add them. Okay, that's better. Okay. That is much better. That is what I was thinking. All right. Yeah, that's better. All right, so we're getting back to the original, so we can make our commit. I probably should do due diligence. Due diligence. I should have just done it to head, not back one. That was my bad. Sometimes. I should record this and sell it to movie studios. For their hacker scenes. And I'm glad I did that. Alright, what did I do? Did I leave a Go import? No, files in. Okay, so it's fussy about apply. I thought I removed it. It looks removed to me. I don't have an add-ons, do I? Oh, wait. kubeadm app phases add-ons. kubeadm app phases. Oh, I didn't. Undefined phases? What? Can't be right. Wait, what file did it say that was in? What? Oh, 62. What? What's on 62? What have I done? Oh, you know what? I did that. That was a boo-boo. I deleted the wrong thing. Now, I haven't yet found a better way for the Kubernetes project than to run it to make sure that there's no mistakes. Sometimes the language server picks them up, but that's only a sometimes, and a lot of the times it doesn't. And I'm not good enough to write perfect code. Yeah. So the best way I know of is to actually build it, which kind of stinks because it means right towards the end there's a couple of times of doing this with silly things. Well, it's absolutely ridiculous that we're doing this anyways, because it's only my fault that we're doing it because I tried to get fancy with Git and then Git bit me right in the derriere. So this is promising if it gets to this point. Doesn't mean we're out of the weeds yet, but I know. Friday deployments are yeah, so fun. Let's see. Do I have anything? And it will think here for a little bit. I think if we've gotten this far, that it should be fine. But you know, it's never a guarantee. All right, there it goes. Perfect. I or even better, like, where are those 8 containers that we need to have that you're supposed to have spun up by like half an hour ago? The ones you never asked me to spin up. Yeah, I'm gonna need those spun up half hour ago. All right, thanks. Ooh, yeah. Beautiful. All right. We have to write a whole new commit for this, and this was the we created the apply data. Yeah. Created apply data. Now we can get fancy and redo everything that we undid. Here we just need to see. This looks good. Post upgrade. We'll just delete these. Don't you love the motivational speech usually given? Like, I love that I can count on you for things like this. Those are always the best when you know that they're just lifting you up, just because they're going to depend on you again. You got this. I am going to have to try that, right? Yeah. I have faith in you. so nice, boss, that I can just depend on you like this. I can't complain. I actually do have a fantastic boss, so. But I've had other bosses like that, so. All right. Let's see, what are you doing up there? I wanted to undo. Why can't I undo? Undo. Okay, you want to work now? That's fine. I don't know. Maybe I had the wrong screen selected. All right, that's in place. Oh, we got to move the file over. So we got a CP. Done. Let's run. Oh, not here though. We'll just do it over here. So I easily created what? 30 minutes of work for myself? Yeah. 30 minutes of experience. Don't just copy and paste the command. Think about the command before you paste it. Or before you hit return. That is valuable experience. Don't trust the internet. I mean, it was the right command. I just needed to just go to head, not one back from head, which was the stupid part. There was no taking that back. All right. I am super upset with myself. Yeah, we gotta install 115. So I need to figure out how the easiest way to do that is on Ubuntu. I'm hoping they have. I can just do like a version. I don't know if debs are like RPMs, because with the RPMs we do like we can do versioning. But I hope that I can just import like the 115. So like, is there like a 115 Kubernetes? I hope they have like a versioned repository with like the 115 stuff on it. Because if they do, that's what I'm going to use. If they don't, I'm screwed. If they don't, we're just going to have to get the binaries of all the stuff. Yeah. Which that's not terrible. We're not talking about a whole lot of stuff. kubeadm is going to get, really it's just kubeadm, right? and the kubelet, because it's going to run the stuff through the kubelet. So kubeadm and kubelet. Not that bad. So maybe we'll just do the binaries. I should probably run lint on this, but this is done. This is where we want it. This is going to build. I have faith in it. So I'm going to get going because I need to spend an hour or two with the kids and wife. Then I'm going to be back with the Rust project. That's going to be more programming, a little bit more inside my comfort zone, except that I don't really know Rust, so I can't really say it's more inside my comfort zone because it's a language I don't know. So kind of hard for it to be inside my comfort zone. Yeah. So, and I'm going to be doing it all in Vim, which is definitely not in my comfort zone. I'm okay with Vim, but anyways, yeah, that will be in a couple of hours though. So, anyways, have a good one. Thanks for coming in, watching, and hanging out. I enjoyed it, and I will see you guys later.